All right, Darrell Willie, Uncomplicated Peace. Let me tell you what we are here for. Tips, tricks, hacks, shortcuts, strategies, methods, recommendations, pro tips, best practices, guidance, and secrets for daily uncomplicated peace. This is my mantra. Uncomplicated peace. Yes, you can get peace in your life. It does not have to be complicated. It does not have to come with those long, exhausting stories you like to tell everybody about how hard your life is. Doesn't have to be that complicated. Very easy, okay? You just have to be brave, right? You got to know what you want, know what you need. Put it out there. Set boundaries. Okay, today, I want to talk about something very, 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 very important. Negative attitude, aka negative energy. It is highly, what is this? We like coming up on Valentine's Day. It is highly unsexy. Okay? Not cool. Negative energy, negative attitude is not cool. Guys, this is something that I have honestly struggled with myself in life. I had to grow up fast. I had to learn some things early. I've seen the good and the bad. When you have a certain level of life experience and you have seen darkness in life, it can create in you this bitterness and this negativity, a lack of hope, right? Not good things. You know, you ever hear that expression? People, you know, you say something like, man, this is this and this and this, and it sounds negative. And then someone says, man, why are you so negative? And then you snap back and say, man, I'm just keeping it real. Well, keeping it real can go wrong. Real wrong. Okay? Just because it's happening, just because it quote unquote is real, you do not have to meditate and keep promoting the darkness and negativity. All right, very important. Took me some time to figure this thing out. Okay, and we're gonna talk about some things that negative energy, negative vibe, negative attitude can be causing on your life right now. If you know me, lemon water every day. So I get that crazy energy, right? But it's positive energy. Now, negative attitude will impact some things in your life, like your social standing, your social group. It will socially isolate you. Your attitude will cause you to have social isolation. Everyone you call, you want to go out, they're busy. They're not busy. They just don't want to hang with you. You're negative. You reach out, try to talk to the girl or the guy, want to go on a date, you want to hang out, get your groove on. They don't want to groove with your negativity. Too much for them to handle. Also, guys, sometimes when you're talking about things, and this is very important, you may have gone through something in life that is so hard, and you want to talk about it and express it with people. Listen to this. This is a nugget that you should get. Everyone is not capable of hearing your story. Lord have mercy. If I don't say anything else in this video, I have just preached an entire sermon right there. Everyone cannot handle your story. Just because they're your friend, just because they're your family, sometimes people can hear stuff that is so taxing on their mind and their emotions that you weigh them down with your story. It's not that they don't love you. It's not that they're not your family and friends. It's not that they're not your significant other. They are just not mentally in a place that they can handle the weight of what you are dumping on them. So you need to understand, when you want to talk about things in life, who are you talking to? A negative attitude will give off a distastefulness. People will not want to be around you, and it will make people avoid you. Number 2, you will miss some opportunities, personally and professionally, okay? A negative mindset, okay? Being a naysayer, that victim attitude, you will miss opportunities in life. There may be Susie Q or Billy Bob that want to hang out with you. But guess what? Because every time they're around you, or every time you speak, or when people speak about you, it is negativity. There may be a job opportunity that you would be fantastic for. No one knows this job better than you. But because of the person you are, someone is afraid to recommend you because you bring that dark energy, that negative juice. Okay? Your attitude is everything. There's a saying, people don't remember what you say to them, but they remember how you made them feel. All right? Here's another thing. Stagnation. When you are negative, you become hopeless. You stop thinking there's a better day. You stop thinking there is an actual future. Okay? That is a problem with the negative mindset and that negative energy. Now, what are a couple of things we can do to get past this? All right? It's not going to be easy because the stories that you tell are probably true. Now, sometimes it's not. You just get in the car. You always talk about traffic. People can't drive. You get to the store. The cashier is not good enough. You get to the restaurant. The waiter is not good enough. Like, you just dark. But there's some things about life that have happened to you that you want to share that sound negative, but they're really true stories. That's when you have to find people who are trained and who are in a position to listen to those type of things and not judge you for it. Understanding you're human and going through something and they can help you out. But everyone's not in that position. So you need to have a level of wisdom to decipher who you can speak to or not. Okay, now, number 1, you need to become deliberate in what you think about. Think about what you're thinking about. Sounds crazy, but it's not. When negative things pop into your mind, you need to immediately say, I acknowledge this thought. I choose to get rid of it and think something different. Now, it's going to seem crazy for you for a while, but this actually works. Hey, I acknowledge this thought about something that I don't like about someone. I caught that I'm thinking like this. I choose to get rid of it. I get rid of it. Let me think about this. A, B, C, D. Okay, so you want to be an active thinker, not a lazy thinker. You want to always be understanding what is going through your noodle. All right. Number 2, you need a mindset shift. You need a way to see something that's negative and shift it to something that is positive. I don't know. First thing popped in my mind. I'm at the airport. I'm waiting on a plane. The plane is at 45 minutes late. Oh my gosh, just the end of the world. The plane is late and it's not on time and I'm going to be late for whatever. What I do is I acknowledge that I'm upset about the plane being late. I acknowledge this is not cool to me because it's throwing off my schedule. But guess what? Good Lord might be saving me from something. Maybe this delay kept me out of a potential bad situation that's ahead of me that I can't see. You understand? You need to find a way to capture those negative thoughts and find a way to put a spin on it. I was at a contract job a week ago. There's some people who are slow as slow. It drives me crazy. But you know what I said? Guess what? I acknowledge I'm not happy with how slow they're moving. But guess what? On a positive side, they're very thorough and correct with the final result. That's what you have to do. Okay, now you have to have self-awareness. When you find yourself complaining and projecting negativity, I want you to acknowledge that and change your word tracks. You need to be able to change the things that are coming out of your mouth. Not just what we just talked about, changing your thoughts to try to transition those from negative to positive, catching the thoughts. Now, I need you to capture your words and start speaking out better words. You understand? Speak out more positivity, more resolution. Maybe this is negative, but guess what? We're going to be okay. This is not cool, but guess what? It's going to work out. This happened here, but it only cost me 5 minutes. No big deal. Guys, I'm telling you, you have to manage negative energy and negative attitude. You may not see it, but people see it on you. Okay? You think you're being real, but being real doesn't work all the time. You're not wrong. You're only human. Let's not make this a negative thing of being negative. Let's try to make this negative feelings and mindset and attitude. Let's capture that thought. Let's acknowledge that thought, and let's recycle it into something positive. It's not going to be overnight. I'm going to tell you like that. If you're around me, I am an impatient person. This is true. This message today is for me. I am an impatient person, but I am an evolved person. I know how to give credit where credit is due, and I know how to watch my tone in my mouth so I'm not projecting outright negativity and destroying other people's days because it's not going my way. So, you're only human. You're going to take it day to day. Get your little Post-it note or some of these like little cards and stuff and start jotting down negative thoughts that pop in your mind. And then you can go back later and say, man, why do I dwell on this? Why do I dwell on that? Why do I always come back to this thought? This thought is consistent through my week. And start journaling and documenting this stuff, and it'll help you out. So remember, again, and I'm going to say it one more time, you are human. This is what humans go through. We just have to get to a point that we change our mindset about what we think about and how we project it out. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Pass this video on to anyone you think it will help out. And thank you very much.